We are in the Capilla de San Juan de Sahagún and las Reliquias in the Cathedral of Burgos. And there's a lot that we can go over here. As you can take a look, looking around, we have traces of beautiful paintings. And I want to start here with this one. This is the appearance of a seraphim to Saint Francis, who asked to have the wounds of Jesus on his hands. So you can see that there are these red lines coming down from the seraphim onto his hands to create those wounds. This is called the stigmata. Below it, you can see that it says, "Entre este pilar y las gradas yacen los cuerpos de unos caballeros de la familia de los Rojas." Los Rojas were a very powerful family in Castile. And what this is telling us, for those who don't speak Spanish, excuse me, is that between these pillars, the bodies of some of the knights of the family of the Rojas are between here, these pillars, and the stairs. Which stairs, I don't really know, because obviously the cathedral has changed a lot over time. As well, we have this really beautiful painting as well on the bricks, which shows a woman on her knees praying. I don't know much about who that is. We also have these beautiful paintings. And as we go up, the vault is absolutely gorgeous with these colors of red and yellow and blue. And the bosses are quite interesting as well. The boss is the central feature which connects all of the ribs. The ribs are what stretches across to the sides to hold up the roof. As well, there's another beautiful boss here with a star and also some shields next to it with some beautiful blue and white zigzag features. I also love this color here, which shows these vines going across this kind of makeshift capital. As well, there's these faces on the bottoms of where the ribs connect into the wall. Another really fascinating part of this chapel is that this is the reliquary of the cathedral. Now, this has tons of bones of saints. They're all sitting in here inside of these beautiful little cases, which generally have a face on them or a body, which can show you who the saint would have been, marked also by an inscription. I really love this one right here. As you can see, this is Edward the Conqueror, the King of England, and his bones here are all the way in Burgos. The roof on this reliquary is incredible as well. Tons of colors, a baby blue, leading up to this dome on the top, which has these windows which let the light pass through. Over here on the left, on the corner, you can see the Cathedral of Burgos, etched into the wall, sculpted. And on the right, you have a Spanish galleon. It's like this kind of stuff would have been built at the time of the Spanish Empire, when Spain had territories all around the world, including the Philippines, the Americas, and more. You can also see this cross here, which has many relics inside of these little holes that dot throughout the entire cross. On the left is another, on the right is another retable with more saints. There are, I believe, at least 1,000 or more relics in the Cathedral of Burgos. Many of them hit the markets after the sack of Constantinople in 1254. These relics, after the Venetians sacked the city, went on sale. And Burgos was one of the cathedrals that appreciated the opportunity to buy these relics that the Eastern Church still might consider to be stolen. But of course, it's kind of hard to know which is which. But oftentimes people kept a very good catalog of where things came from, when they were bought. For example, when some relics of Fernando III, the king who conquered Cordoba, arrived in Burgos, I believe about 200 years ago, the cathedral welcomed his bones with an incredible ringing of the bells and fired cannons from on top of the hill where the castle is, or better said, where the castle was. So relics are a very important part of Catholic Christianity. They're holy and bring presence of saints to the cathedral or to the church they reside in. And I hope that you enjoyed taking a look at this chapel with me. Thanks for watching.